It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we've got the BlackKnights field-stretching tight end. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the BlackKnights and the Tigers, and it comes your way next.
Now from just east of the Mississippi River, EA Sports welcomes you to the home of the Blues, Memphis, Tennessee. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the BlackKnights of Oakland taking on our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 67 yards.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week. He sits number 5 in the league so far in rushing, and when they've had success on that side of the ball, he's been in the center of it. If they want to win in this one, he's got to play like that and help drive them down the field.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Able to find the open man. That's complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run on first down. Camp. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Black Knights will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Curry. He'll get this to about the 38. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And last week he had another touchdown to his total. He continues to be the #1 scorer in the league in terms of rushing touchdowns. And what more can you do to help your team than find the end zone?
On second down, it's Curry. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
On first down, Curry, and he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. This 2nd and 4.
At the 15-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw again. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
2nd and 3. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Camp, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the 1st thanks to a flashy little spin move. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 4th and inches in plus territory, that seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league. Here's
2nd and 8. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Curry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. ETN bringing in another one. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Curry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
At the 41-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He finds his man complete. That's Curry. And he'll go down at the 28. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. This one complete to Patton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Curry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, you don't have to be a student of X's and O's to know that right there, that just was the perfect play call defensively.
You're exactly right, because what they did really well, disguised their intentions. They never thought that the corner would come on the blitz, but when he did, that QB was exposed and brought to the ground.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. They'll set up to throw. he's got a man wide open, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that one a long 11-play drive. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And the defense loses it. It's complete. And it's caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Tigers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make it 17-13. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Yeah, now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start with a West Coast rivalry that's picking up steam once again. LA taking on San Francisco out at Levi's Stadium. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Chiefs trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Mounties trying to hold on and claim victory. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the half will begin with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
First down, BlackKnights.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go for a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Black Knights take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Tigers 13.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Curry, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
43-yard line.
Off play action. Santos rolling to his right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On 1st down, Santos. Looking sideline, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, Santos.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And an Oakland first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They hand off to their big tight end.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Black Knights' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Santos. And he's got his man on the out route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Curry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Santos. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Intended for the
Had no command that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Memphis, Tennessee. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Now it's Peterson.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Santos over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Santos. That is caught. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll run on first down. It's Curry, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding, offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that sack brings up fourth and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he whips that one incomplete there. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on third down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Curry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Camp, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
On the set. Here we go, set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
A loss of 7.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for our visitors, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Memphis, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.